What's up, everybody? Go ahead, just start clapping it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm super, super, super excited. And today, the set is green. Now, I know you've seen that title. Ladies and gentlemen, God is about to make it rain. And I'm not just talking about make it rain like, water coming from the clouds. No, I'm talking about the moolah, the money. I don't care if you broke it and broke right now. You can open up your mind and your heart to receive what's about to come in. I don't care if you're the richest of the richest. You're going to have to tell all of your riches scoot over because there's more riches on the way. Okay? I want you guys to say this one word: abundance. Okay, good. Now, I'm going to tell you what happened, what I seen with my own two eyes. But of course, I'm going to put you in the experience so you can get a feel for how this thing is about to happen. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you what God told me to tell you as far as this scenario goes, so that you can understand how it may unfold in your life and how you can embrace it. And then come up with a plan of what you're going to do with all this moolah. So you're driving in your car like a normal day. You come to an intersection and you are the first car at the light. Now, the light is red, so the traffic going in the opposite direction, they're still making their way across the intersection. Their light turns yellow, but there's one truck in the middle of the intersection waiting for the traffic to move ahead so it can get out the intersection before your light turns green. Well, too late. Because the light turns green and this truck is just stuck in the middle of the intersection and you can't proceed forward. You look down the street to see how much traffic is left before this truck is able to move so you can proceed through the green light. Now, just as soon as you turn your head and look back, something amazing happened. You didn't see where it came from. You don't know if somebody threw it, if somebody dropped something, if it came out of the truck, but what you saw next caught your eye and you could not look away. Because from somewhere, somebody must have threw or something must have fell from the sky, a bunch of change. All of this change just bouncing in the streets. And it's reflecting off of the sun. So it's making it look like crystals are falling and water even, as the change bounces up and down. And it's so much change. And remember, you don't know where this change come from. You don't know if somebody threw it, if somebody dropped the purse. But all of a sudden, there was all of this money seemingly dancing in the middle of the street. You forgot you had a green light. You forgot that this truck was blocking your way because all you could see was the money shower. And as you're looking at this money dancing in the street, you just keep hearing those two words: money showers, money showers, money showers. And then the truck is able to move and you're able to proceed through your green light. But the way that money was dancing in the street, you knew it was a specific sign from God that money showers were on their way to you. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, say those two words: money showers. Okay, good. So we are about to break down what this means. Okay, so I got 6 different revelations for this experience. Okay, so you guys are going to be starting right here on YouTube with 3 of them. You're going to be choosing the money stack, and then we're going to be taking it over to Patreon, and you guys are going to be getting a little bit more in depth to what happened and how this thing may unfold in your life. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. I want you guys to take a look at the screen. And as you can see, there are 3 money stacks, money bags to choose from. I want you to choose the one that you feel most drawn to. And of course, I tell you guys, listen to all of them. You just might find a special nugget of information in each of them, but it's just the one you choose. It just may be a little bit more highlighted in your life at this time. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's get to these vibes. All right, so if you chose number 1, the money shower coming to you has a lot to do with God's kindness, Sometimes things happen in life that are beyond our control, right? And it takes total dependency on God to get through. So this next money shower is coming from God to show you the type of mercy that has always been available to you. A lot of times we may get in situations and it seems to be no way out. So if you feel like you have your back against the wall right now, you're being told this next thing is coming to give you relief. It's coming specifically because you may have prayed for it, you may have asked for it, but the main key thing that's coming for you is like, you get to take a deep breath, okay? Some of y'all, I don't know if you've been questioning God's mercy, if you've been questioning, like, do you hear my prayers? Do you see the situation? And these next money showers that are coming to you have a lot to do with God wanting to be generous, okay? So it may come through God using another person, but it's the generosity. Now, the thing about generosity is that it doesn't necessarily mean you earn it. It doesn't necessarily mean you did work and this is a transactional thing where you've done something and here comes the blessing or the reward for it. No, this is more generosity. Someone just doing something out of the kindness of their own heart. So if you chose number one, your keywords are kindness, mercy, provision, like something is coming to you that will be provided for you or done on your behalf, okay? That keyword, generosity. Let me give you the exact definition. The quality of being kind or generous, or the quality or fact of being plentiful or large, okay? So for some of you all, I know I'm saying you may have to, it may expedite, it may go right back out, but for some of you guys, it's so large or it's so big what's coming that you will actually be able to stack bread, make investments, pay this off, that kind of thing, okay? So if you are in any type of money situation, whether it is good or bad, or whether it's just been normal, regular life as usual, just know this next thing coming in is God showing you his generosity. Okay, so that's what I get for number one. Let's go ahead and let's get it. All right, if you chose number two, your keyword is inheritance, but not in the way that you think. Okay, watch this. A few days ago, I was thinking about my future, and I kept saying, as I always do, because yeah, my grandkids gonna be able to use this, and then my great grandkids will probably be able to use that. And then I start thinking way about 200 generations from now, like my great grandkids, they're gonna be living off this and doing all that. And then I stopped and I thought to myself, well, how are things gonna go through the bloodline that long? And then I was given a vision. Way back 200, 300 generations from this time, we all had people, or most of us, some of us, who were thinking the exact same thing. Man, my great-grandkids gonna be able to use and inherit what I'm doing now. Now, when we think about that, it's like the same way we're thinking about generational wealth. Somebody way back then was thinking generational wealth, and we are the descendants of those people who had those high thoughts and high vibrations thinking about us before we was even born, the same way we're thinking about 200 generations from now before they even born, right? So you are about to inherit the gifts or the spiritual inheritance of someone who prayed the exact same thing that you be praying. It's like you've come into alignment with the prayers, even though they was 200 generations ago. The bloodline still carries the spiritual inheritance because of what somebody else said all that time ago. And when you know you've worked yourself to that mindset, to that level of abundance, to opening your heart to be able to receive, and now aligned yourself in right directly in front of that prayer, so it has no choice but to knock you down, okay, in a very, very, very good way. So you have a spiritual inheritance. Now, this can take perform in many different ways. It may not be necessarily you getting a check off of some work somebody did 200 years ago, but it could be the spiritual manifestation of something, a gift, a skill, a talent, a business venture. Something comes to you that if this person wouldn't have prayed this thing down all of these bloodlines, you might not have received it, okay? For some of you guys, you're going to be shocked and surprised what comes in and what you're able to manifest. And you may be thinking, man, this is like, yeah, I prayed for these things. Meanwhile, you're receiving the prayers of your ancestors, okay? Some of you guys are literally your ancestors' dream. We ain't just talking about, black people, ain't just slavery, okay? These are kings and queens. Some of y'all may be descendants of giants, okay? And they've had visions and goals for their bloodline, even though they knew they wouldn't be here to see it. So some of y'all may need you to stick your chest out and check your chin up because you're walking in divine royalty. Some of y'all have no idea the players that you got on your bloodline who've been praying these things into existence since millions or maybe hundreds of years before you got here, okay? I don't know about millions of years, but at least hundreds of years before you got here. There were people praying, saying, I hope that my grandkids, great-grandkids get to live off the things that I've done. And that energy, that vibration stayed in the air until now. You, my chosen one, have been selected in the bloodline to receive it, okay? So keep that in mind as you are moving forward. You never know. You could be a descendant of royalty. And so you step into that energy, you step into that vibe, and you accept this inheritance that's coming to you. That's what I get for number 2. Money showers, baby. Let's get it. Last one. Let's go to number 3. All right, if you chose number 3, whatever it is you do, you better do it, baby. Nike, just do it. You are about to get that talent money, okay? Now, you heard me correctly. If you are under the sound of my voice right now, if you are hearing this, you have talent you're about to start getting paid off of. Now, they say what you do in rehearsal is what you do on the stage. You're about to get the main stage. And with that stage comes a check, okay? They say you only get paid based off your performance, right? So some of you guys are about to perform at work. You got talent when it comes to accounting, right? You'd be a rock star accountant. Okay, some of you got talent when it comes to cooking. Now you're about to put them menus out there and you're about to get paid and you're about to be sitting on it, and your kids and your grandkids will be sitting on this same money, okay? And how does that work? It's kind of like, well, if you've grown and you got a kid, or your kid got a kid and you're able to help them out and do stuff for them, the family dynamic is about to shift because of your talent, okay? Talent is taking the forefront in your life, even if it's been in the background for a long time. Wherever it is that you know you have talent, this is where you're being told, baby, that's where the money at. So this is your green light. This is your confirmation. Now, most people who watch my channel, my ministry is entertainment. So a lot of you guys have talent in entertainment. Some of you all never tapped that talent. You never even touched it yet, but you know it's there. For some of you guys, like with number 2, it's a spiritual inheritance. So some of you guys may have had somebody way back generations ago who had a specific skill and talent that they were getting paid off of, right? That person passed on, but God preserved that talent. And now that talent is being put in you, being instilled in you, so that you can start getting that same type of money that that person and all them generations ago was getting. That talent stayed in the bloodline. Now, that's for select group. The other select group, you're about to be given talent or use talent that nobody in your bloodline has ever had before. There's something very, very special about you. For whatever reason, God chose you, and for the first time in generational history, you are going to have something put inside of you that nobody, what they say, eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. You are about to have something put in you that's going to regenerate the bloodline. It's going to start the whole bloodline over from one. You are the first in the bloodline to do this thing. Now, for most of you guys, the reason this is happening is because you was the generational demon slayer. You was the one out there breaking the generational curses. And because you, for the first time, got those things off the bloodline, it's only natural that something new has to come in. So that's you. So you're starting something new. I'm seeing the torch holder. You're the first one who's about to hold this torch and lead the way. And then your children and your grandchildren and great-grandchildren, they will all be able to follow the light of your torch because of what you have stepped up and done. Now, if you have talent, again, this is your green light. You've been looking for a sign. You've been looking for confirmation. Should I do it? Am I really that good? Oh no, let me do it. No. You ever seen people, they start doing something, they start dancing, and then they play it out like, no, I was just playing. Meanwhile, they really can dance. Okay, you can dance, baby. Just the same way that money shower, those coins was dancing in the middle of the street like that, sparkling and shining with the sun reflecting off of it. It's the same way your talent is. And if you would be as so bold, as so daring, as so confident, if you would have that much faith, believe what God told you about yourself, then I'm telling you now that you will get that bag. You've been wondering, trying to figure out, well, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get ahead, okay? How am I going to move further? The light in the scenario was green, but it was something in the way. It looked like the money was in the way. So in your case, it may be you have a gift, skill, or talent. It's just the money part is what you're missing or what's blocking for you to get to the other side or for you to move past your green light. What I'm telling you is the money shower may be coming in just for that. So for those of you all who got a big tax refund check coming in, you know you got some money coming in, or this money comes in unexpected. Put it in the realm of your talent and watch it come right back around to you in multiples, okay? And I'm super excited. Like, you know, when it comes to the talent part, when it comes out there doing the things that God put inside of you to do, and then seeing, you know, return or seeing that you can help other people with that thing, is very, very exciting. It's electrifying, okay? And for most of you guys, it's something that you will be completely passionate about. So use that talent, get that bag. Money showers, baby. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Get prepared because it's about to rain. God is making it rain in several different areas of your life. Make sure you are open to receive, and make sure when you do receive, you give it right back to the source. You thank, you have gratitude. You make sure that God knows you appreciate this thing, and then you do right by it. You take those next steps. Some of y'all, only thing you got to do right now is pull out a pen and paper, write a plan, and show God you already know what you're going to do with it. And it just may come raining down sooner than you think. Okay? So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.